Now, in this quick little lesson, we're going to talk about stance, we're going to talk about how you attack the defensive man, and then what type of read could you get off of this. Now, if we're going, first of all, our stance, all right? Now, there's 3 points and 4 points are very similar. 4 point, he's on both hands, a little more down. And a 3 point, if I'm using my right hand, my right foot is backwards, my left foot forward, I stagger them a little more. You don't want to go too much. Like the toes of one foot should be at the heels of your other foot. And you don't want your feet to the side. You want them pretty much straight forward, similar to an offensive lineman stance, but just a little bit more separation of the feet. Now, I would use, if I put my right foot backward, that's because I'm going to the right. I'm protecting that gap. Let's pretend I'm a right defensive guard and I have an offensive guard across from me. I would be in what we call a 3 technique. Let's say that 3 technique, that means my head is lined up with his outside foot. And I'll show you that in a second. So I'm here. If I'm in a 3 technique, because I'm on the outside of the guard, that means my gap responsibility is that B gap. It's to my right, because I'm shading his right. Now, when I do this, and I'm in my good fit stance, all right, weight forward, because it's a defensive stance, I'm stepping my right foot at the hole. I like to step my right foot preferably just about, anywhere from about 6 inches outside of the offensive guy's feet. So I'm not stepping all the way to the gap, but I'm stepping about halfway into the gap. That's still my gap responsibility, but I don't want to get completely in the gap. Now, when I step, my first step is going to be here, okay, I'm locking, and my second step comes back in, and I punch that offensive man's outside shoulder. I want to keep my shoulders low, I want to keep parallel to the line of scrimmage, and I want to get a good pop to knock him backwards. I don't want to be close to my body, because that's what we teach offensive linemen. I want to be far away. Pop your shoulder, lock it if you want to. Pop that outside shoulder. Doing your best not to turn your shoulder. So, again, we're a good stance, weights forward. Our first step is here, it's a little longer, here. Now from here, we read. All right, I'll explain that in a second. Come here, Amy. Amy's going to be the offensive guard right now. All right, stand about right there. Spread your legs a little bit. Okay, and now squat down a little bit. Good. Okay, now, if this is the offensive guard, I'm going to have my left foot right in between her, my head right underneath. All right? So, my first step is going to be here, okay, about 6 inches outside her. And then the second step is here, hitting her shoulder, and trying to knock her upwards and backwards. You control, low man wins. So again, here, just like that, all right? Now, once you have that position, and you do that every single time, that's your first move every time, unless you're doing a stunt where you got to stunt across the man like in a blitz package. If it's not a stunt, we do that every single time. No exceptions at that level. So we're here. Now that we're here in our good fit position, we have to read what's going on. What is it about? There's like 5 or 6 different things that could happen. The first thing that happens is the man puts pressure against you. He's base blocking you one-on-one. And you fight pressure with pressure. Read what's happening going on in the backfield, but you're fighting pressure with pressure. You're not getting depth, because we never get depth. At most, we get about 6 inches, about maybe a foot past the line of scrimmage. That's at most. The deeper we go, breaks happen in our ranks, and things can happen and get by as we make natural gaps at angles. So it stays flush with the line and pretty much on the line of scrimmage. So we fight pressure with pressure, that's 1. 2, we're here and a double team comes. Now I feel pressure from this side. I fight that and I do my break, lock my arms out, break to my knees, and immediately turn sideways and dive. Another move, or another thing the defensive lineman can do is once I'm here, my defensive lineman down blocks. If he down blocks, expect a trap coming at you. That's where we come at the man, we attack him, we do a wrong arm. So I would step, because he's coming from my inside, he's coming from my left, I would throw my right foot on the line of scrimmage and attack him with my right arm. Another thing we can feel is he's trapping, so I'm here, and he leaves. He literally leaves backwards as a trap. I'll probably try to get blocked from the sides outside him. Try to follow him on the line of scrimmage. Don't get depth on the line of scrimmage. Follow him, make the tackle. Once we're here, there can be pass setting, okay? Because there could be a pass. Now that there's a pass, we can attack it and do our moves, whatever they may be, to pass rush. So again, so recap, stance, okay, shoulder width apart, one foot staggering the other on the heel, so toes of one foot is on the heel of the other. Try to keep them facing forward so our weight's forward. If I'm going to the right, I want my right foot back. If I'm going to the left, I want my left arm down, my left foot will be back. So I attack, boom, boom. Lock it out onto his shoulder, try to keep my shoulders as parallel as I can to the line. And read. Does he base block? Is it a double team? Is he trapping? Is he down blocking and there's a trap coming at me? Is it a pass set and I rush the pass? Okay? But the key thing is, stay low, don't get deep.